What's up, everybody? My name is Noah, and I'm wishing you a very happy Valentine's Day with my box of chocolates being a little bit more Heroes of the Storm content for you. Speaking of which, the Love Dr. Morales and I think the Love Bug Anubarak are on sale right now. Yeah, they are, so I'm going to be picking that up on my main account in just a moment, since that's one of the few skins I actually don't have. Anyway, for today, now that we have daily quests, in this case I have Assassin and StarCraft, we're going to be playing a little bit of Kael'thas. Now I'm going to be the first to admit that I've never been super comfortable with him or any of the mage-type characters in particular. Me on Jaina, for example, is just a complete disaster. I don't want to subject you guys to that unless she comes on rotation. But either way, I mean, we're at a low level, and maybe this is an opportunity for me to hone my skills a little bit with those burstier range characters. So with that being said, let's jump right in, and I will see you in a moment. Salam Ashalanore, kids. We are zoning in on Blackheart's Bay. Level 1, I'm going to be taking Mana Addict. I just plan on going a very standard build this time around. For Kael'thas, that is. In what might seem like a curious decision, I am going to go bot lane, and the reason for that is taking a look at our comp. It's myself as Kael'thas with Johanna, Zeratul, Li Ming, and Raynor versus Nova, Zeratul, Thrall, Raynor, and Johanna. And as you can see, the main threat to me as a very non-mobile character is the fact that, well, we got two stealthers on the opposite team. So I want to go to the lanes that are far away and difficult to gank. So even if they do try to come down and take me out, it's going to require them getting distracted from this main area up here in the top center of the map. Looks like we've discovered friendly neighborhood Zeratul, who we are going to be able to bomb out just a little bit right there. Ooh, but it's going to protect Miss Li Ming over there. Basically, my strategy is to take this slow. We know that Zeratul is floating around. I can see him right there. Fortunately, our Zeratul is pretty on point insofar as paying attention to what's going on. Oh, unfortunately, my Netherlapse gets caught on the minion there instead of the enemy thrall, but it's not a big deal. With the two of us here, we should be able to get this chest fairly easily. I'm going to let Li Ming float the coins because she's so much more mobile. Whenever you're on Blackheart's Bay, you really want the most mobile character to be the one who carries the coins, and as you can see, there's a very good reason I let her float those coins there. That gank came real fast, and if I had been a little bit faster on the the gravity lapse, probably would have been able to save myself, but as I said, I'm not very good with these kinds of characters in general. I'm going to come back down to the bot lane and make sure that I don't overextend this time around. Friendly Johanna gets taken out top lane, but it's not too big a deal. The enemy team has about a half level of experience on us, but it's looking like we are matching the enemy team in coins, which is very good. Depending on how things continue to go, top lane, I might rotate up there. At the same time, I kind of like being in a position where I'm not floating coins and putting myself at unnecessary risk. So I'm probably just going to hang out here for the time being and push my lane a little bit, try to stay safe. I know that I'm overextending a little bit, but I see Li Ming's there who will hopefully be able to help me if anything bad happens. Zeratul pops down, but he tips his hand too early. He's not going to be able to do anything to us. Let's take a look at the coins. We're floating 4. The enemy team has turned in 3 and is floating an additional... Oh, they turned in 5 and are floating 1. I saw a little flicker up here, so I'm just going to pull back and pick up Netherwind on level 4 to be a little bit safer. And I'm thinking I'm going to start roaming up a little bit. So we know the enemy team is kind of flittering around here, so I'm going to get in a position where I can protect Li Ming in case she has any issues with her turn-in, which she doesn't. We have our friendly Zeratul attacking the enemy Zeratul, but he's bailing out, so I'm not going to interfere with that. Nova is trying to get me, but fortunately I was already on the way back to safe territory, so she can't do a whole lot. I'm thinking because this is where the bulk of the team fighting is, and because I need protection for my team, I'm actually going to rotate up here and allow Li Ming and Zeratul to kind of rotate as necessary through the middle of the map there. Raynor apparently wants assistance taking a bruiser camp very early in the game, but fine, I'll help you out, buddy. Why not? He has taken a lot of damage, but we are going to just barely be able to take it out without him dying. He's very ambitious on the part of Raynor, but I think he just wants to get at those coins really more than getting the bruisers. I'm going to come mid and assist our Johanna and our Zeratul in stopping this turn-in right here. Ooh, but it's starting to get pretty hot in here, so I don't know about this. Gonna lift up the Johanna, and we should be able to take her out, no problem. Yeah, she just decides to stay there. We pick up a couple easy kills on Thrall and Johanna, putting us in a position where we can safely turn in all of our coins. And with that in mind, because there's 2 of the enemy team down, I'm going to get back to clearing this lane, which has gotten pushed in just a little bit. I haven't really been consciously thinking about it, but I am keeping, well, not exactly on pace, but I'm doing okay in terms of my orbs for Mana Addict. At level 7, I'm going to take up Fission Bomb, which, as you know, is going to be crucial to the rather standard Kael'thas build that I'm going for. Raynor wants to help me. I'm not sure what he's indicating by saying that. If he wants my assistance taking these mercenaries, well, he doesn't need my assistance. He's got Jojo right there. Thrall has returned to the bot lane, and he's not really who I'm worried about. I am more concerned about getting ganked by the Zeratul, but it looks like Zeratul's top. It looks like Zeratul and Nova are top. They are pushing off the incursion from our bruisers right now. We managed to take this camp no problem, but now everyone has to zoom back up and grab the chest. We are not in a position to get top chest, but... Oh, can I get him? Oh, unfortunately, I am just off. But my Fission Bomb plus Zeratul means we are going to be able to take out that Thrall. Now I would say is a good time to try and position ourselves. We got a grumpy Johanna right here, who's coming in a terrible location. Not sure what would motivate her to do that. Can we... Nope, I'm not going to chase this. That's a bad idea. And in fact, I am going to pull back because I am just really at risk right here. I think that is actually the real Nova. I'm definitely going to ping Mr. Zeratul to back off. Oh, no, and I'm the one who's punished for it instead, resulting in me dropping a coin, unfortunately. That was silly of me. I was just trying to protect our Zeratul, but I didn't keep in mind that the Nova would be probably right behind. But we managed to pick up the Nova anyway and reclaim the coin that I dropped upon my death. Will Raynor be able to get away? Let's find out. He will, and the Thrall is going to be punished by overextending there. And now we are at level 10, almost a full 2 levels above the enemy team, which is just a great position for us to be in. At this point, we need to really concentrate on pushing and just kind of getting stuff done. With level 10, our Johanna and Leaning should be able to take out this... Yep, we do manage to take out the enemy Johanna and Zeratul. And I'm going to say we're just overall in a really solid position to start pushing and doing a lot of damage. We are about to take down the 3rd fort of the game. I'm going to come in behind and see if we can get some sort of little gank going on Mr. Raynor here. Can we do it? This is such a silly move on my part. Yeah, unfortunately the damage output just isn't there for that. Okay, so we've got Mr. Thrall here, and should be able to take him out. Nope. Unfortunately, look at me just overextending all over the place. I'm just playing like a big old silly billy right now. Managed to take out the enemy Raynor. Let's not chase that Nova. Let's be sensible here. What are we going to do now? Well, it looks like we want to go for boss. Seems a little bit ambitious, but then again, we do have ultimates our side, and the enemy team doesn't. So if we could get everyone in position, it would be relatively safe, but unfortunately, we've got 2 members that are at the turn-in right now, and here I am getting eaten alive by Nova yet again. I was not paying attention to the map, and ended up getting punished for it, unfortunately. But so will the enemy Nova. It's like we're just getting deaths traded all over the place. I am leading in deaths for my team right now. Waiting for level 16 to really start hitting my stride in terms of damage, but our Zeratul has really been cleaning house. So a Kael'thas got nerfed in the most recent balance patch. I'm not sure about what it does in practical terms, simply because I'm not a character that really plays in. I'm going to assist Raynor with this little altercation here, clear these bruisers yet again. Our team has been very diligent about murking, mostly because our Raynor has been so insistent upon it for much of this game. So I'm going to throw a double living bomb off on Mr. Bruiser there. team is pinging for assistance mid. That's fine, we're coming in. The enemy team, ooh, it's looking like, yep, our Johanna got punished for that overextension, and I am not going to follow that up. Zeratul is really low on health, but now we've got Chain Bomb, which means my damage output is about to go through the roof. Got Raynor back here, but I'm saying we're still probably going to be pretty delicate here. I'm going to peek down here, just see if there's anyone in place. But first I'm going to clear these siege minions. Okay, we have a friendly neighborhood Thrall over here. He's going to get pushed out very easily by the combined range damage that me and Raynor are offering. We now have Zeratul and Li Ming back on the field, which means we are in a solid position to start moving to the turn-in. Don't die? Well, that was the point. Okay, we are going to easily take down Mr. Raynor there. We got our double living bomb. Oh, and I get punished, but I managed to get out my Phoenix first, which means that we will probably be able to... Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take down the Johanna. Well, ooh, Li Ming is overextending when she's got that Thrall right there. Of course, I probably shouldn't be talking about overextending, since that's basically what I've been doing the entire game. But then again, the enemy Nova has had a particularly thirsty boner for me throughout the whole game, so I'm not going to complain too much. Apparently the clone did not interrupt the turn-in. I didn't know exactly how the mechanics of that worked, but I'm going to head down, meet up with the team. Johanna is sneaking up behind the Thrall for some reason. She's not going to be able to kill him, but it looks like Li Ming might be trying to help right now. Raynor is taking down these siege giants all by his lonesome, which is all good. Now, where did that Thrall go? I could have sworn that he had gone down here, but perhaps not. People want to engage on these mercenaries over here, which is all good. I'm just going to use my Chain Bomb to make it easy work for them. Unfortunately, it looks like our Li Ming finally did get caught for one of those overextensions and was punished for it. Not really a big deal because we're so far ahead in terms of the overall game. But, you know, still not something we want to do. Ooh, gotta watch out for, yep, they are trying to get me right now. And the triple tap comes out, and I am just not able to survive it. Man! Well, our tank is kind of not in a position to help me right there, unfortunately. Yeah, we really got shit on right there. I'm going to ping Raynor to not get involved in this, because, yeah, that can turn from good to bad very quickly. Where are you, Mr. Zeratul? Zeratul was getting a kill on the Raynor top lane, which is all good, but then again, he's floating 13 coins, so he should really be thinking about turning those in. Then again, he is also making a pretty sensible move not going to the turn-in when so many of us are dead, so I'm going to say he's actually making the right play there, even though it seems, you know, at first blush to be really obvious that he should be going for it. But I'm back up, so I'm going to be heading in with him. Just to offer some protection. It's really difficult to play Kael'thas against, you know, such a heavily bursty... oh, got you. And can we get you? Should be able to. There's a falling sword, but that's not really a big deal. I'm just gonna keep throwing stuff at you. And she's not really making a big effort to get away, which I find interesting. Level 16, I'm going to take Arcane Barrier just to hopefully assist me with all that burst I've been dealing with through the course of the game. But it looks like we are about to get yet another turn-in, which is going to take down the first keep of the game, I believe. Managed to get the Raynor with the double... Oh, unfortunately I don't manage to take him out. We get a quick little issue here, but that should be fine because I'm just going to immediately pop Barrier and my Phoenix, and we're going to be able to casually walk away from that with very little concern. Just going to throw out a Flame Strike just to zone out the... Oh, hey, stop this. Well, as usual, Zeratul is there to clean up for the inevitable Nova destruction. While my position in this game is definitely sloppy, I feel like Johanna is not doing a whole lot of tanking properly. I don't know, at least she's not soaking any damage for me. Just kind of strange positioning all around this game. It looks like Raynor died too, not exactly sure where that happened. We've got Li Ming just solo clearing this bruiser camp up here, but she's got the health pool up. Yep, that happened. What you saw there, That is exactly what happened. So now we know that Li Ming cannot solo a bruiser camp even at level 17. Not sure why she decided to go into that alone, but hey, it happens. I really wonder, let's see, I've died 6 times, and I think that every one of those deaths was a result of the enemy team's Nova. So the enemy team got their first turn, and it's not really a big deal. Just gonna get in here, clear the siege. We are currently floating 10 coins, about to be 12, so pretty solid. Solid condition. And as I just said, I was about to sneeze. So, where is... Okay, Johanna and Zeratul are split off for some reason down there, and you know what? I'm going to follow the tank in this case. I would really like Johanna to be able to block some of those nasty, nasty little triple taps that Nova has been just face-fucking me with for the majority of the game. I'm just gonna clear this lane real quick, allow our bruisers, or excuse me, our siege minions to push in. It's looking like, oh, what are you doing? No, Raynor, why would you do that? That's such a silly idea. Okay, we've got an issue here, but I have Arcane Barrier, so I am able to clear out that Zeratul and save my own ass for once. Now what I need to worry about is the triple tap. So I'm gonna hang out around our Johanna so she can body block some of those shots for me. How many coins? Zeratul is floating 15 coins right now. That is definitely not the real Nova. But there she is. So can we get her? Yes, we can. And we also might be able to pick up that Raynor. Unfortunately not. Oh, no. Oh, pathing, please. Don't hurt me. So Zeratul is getting that turn in right now. I don't think that's going to put shots on core. Ooh, be careful. I'm always tend to underrate the sheer range that gets put out by Thrall's Chain Lightning after it's been talented. It sneaks up on you. So I'm going to grab my sippy cup now that I know that the Nova's down. Zeratul is still around, but I'm not as concerned about him. He hasn't really been targeting me through the course of this game. Ooh. Zeratul on the friendly team is very low, but at the same time, he's probably our best player. Just in sheer terms of performance over the course of the game. We're about to get level 20, and it's looking like this is going to be a game that is just decided by the objective. I don't think we're really going to push in any significant way. I'm going to follow Li Ming here. Why not offer her a little bit of protection and pick up Bolt of the Storm just to hopefully save my ass if I get gangbanged again. Okay, so she's got a little bit of an issue, but it looks like we should be able to get away. Okay, I'm going to use my Bolt just to get away. And we have the... Okay, so we do manage to take out the Zeratul. That's all good. I'm just throwing out my Phoenix in a desperate bid to either save myself or distract the enemy team enough to save my partners over there. Again, Johanna just not really in the places that we need her. I mean, I'm definitely the easiest character to kill on this team, so that's one of the reasons I'm getting punished so much by it. On the other hand, definitely flawed play on my part, but hey, it looks like it's going to lead to a win, so I'm not going to complain too much. So we're currently floating 13 coins. We need another 7 for the turn-in, which won't kill the core, but it will put it down to, I think, about 30% health. Been a while since I played on Blackheart's base, so I don't remember the exact figures anymore. So, enemy Nova's going to get away. 3 of the enemy team are still down, though. It's looking like we're just going to roam the map, pick up mercenaries, and we've got our Zeratul making his rounds and looking for easy games. So, all things considered, everyone's doing basically what they should be doing right now. And where do I res? Where do I res? And it's about time. So, I am going to catch up with the friendly team down by this bottom bruiser camp here. I will say the enemy Nova, who has been dying a lot, has been making a really admirable effort to pick out the easiest person on the team again and just do it over and over again. Which is exactly what you should be doing as Nova, I suppose, but boy does it make it frustrating to play against. So we're currently floating enough for yet another turn-in, so we're going to head up there. I'm going to get an event to protect the friendly team. I'm actually going to cling down here a little bit and stay a little bit further out of the path of fire. But I'm not sure where that actual Nova... Oh, she's right there. Oh, terrible positioning for you, big silly. Okay, I see the enemy Johanna through the vent here. One of the reasons I'm doing this is just to provide vision. It's really useful to have vision around that turn-in. This is actually not going to destroy the core, but we're going to be able to rush it and do the remaining damage fairly easily. Especially to the enemy team down. Okay, Gleaming dies, but that's not really a tremendous problem right now. I'm going to throw that out. That's also my arcane barrier, and we're going to make quick work of the Johanna. Pushing here, it looks like it takes it down to 13%. Oh, no. Well, I guess a little bit of damage had been done to the shields already. So that is going to be a win for us, a sloppy one, no doubt on my part. That was a really embarrassing performance, but hey, I'm using this as kind of the chance to get better with some of these mage-type characters. Alrighty, so let's take a look at the stats. Obviously, I was the loss leader on our team, not even taking top damage. That was on the back of our Zeratul, who was just cleaning up through the entirety of the game, responsible for 15 of the 30 kills, basically playing half the game for us. Johanna versus Johanna, they were basically the same in terms of damage soaked, but I really kind of questioned a lot of our Johanna's positioning decisions. In terms of our team comp, I want to stress that I was definitely overextended in a lot of situations. Kind of a lack of familiarity with the character got me killed a couple times, but the real issue was the fact that the Nova was targeting me over and over again. But looking at our team, Johanna's basically unkillable. Zeratul's a stealth character with a blink, Gleaming's a character with a blink, and Rainer's a pretty naturally tanky assassin with some optional kind of speed boosts through Inspire. Leaving me, the person with no mobility until level 20, easily the most vulnerable person on the team. The enemy Nova picked that out, and as you can see, did the most damage in the game on the enemy team. Did exactly what she was supposed to do, and while she was getting punished for it a lot, the idea of taking the Kael'thas out of the equation, even on a team as burst heavy as this, is probably a solid idea. In terms of what the enemy team did wrong, I think they just got outplayed in a lot of team fights. We were really carried on the strength of our Zeratul for a lot of that game. So, although this wasn't my best game ever, by a very wide margin, I'm going to say, it was still a solid one, so I hope you guys learned a little bit about what to do and what not to do with Kael'thas, though probably a little bit more of the latter than the former. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see some more, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. Also check out my affiliate channel, Negligent Adventures, where we do lots of co-op and blind Let's Plays with my friend Erin. And in addition to that, check out Adventurer Erin, her solo channel, where she's just started uploading videos, and in contrast to mine, where I focus more on competitive gaming and kind of high school playthroughs of various single-player games, she focuses more on the indie side of the equation. She really likes her kind of quieter, more artistic adventure games, things like that, which I'm really into, but she definitely has the knack for. So feel free to check that out. She just started a playthrough of Firewatch, and it's great. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, see you in the Nexus. Have a good one.